Hi everyone, it's time for another Mondays with Mike. Here we go. The question today is, my staff is very talented, my staff is very smart, and my staff is very creative and yet very young. Not just chronologically, but behaviorally as well. I'm growing weary of the immaturity. What are your thoughts? I would appreciate them. Well, a couple things to remember. Thing number one. If you have a young staff, that's a good thing in that they're more malleable and more able to be coached, usually. If their behavior is immature, that probably speaks, as you've already mentioned, less to the issue of their age and more to the issue of their behavior. So if it's a behavioral issue, then you deal with it behaviorally by setting clear not performance expectations, but what I call rules of engagement in terms of how you engage with them and how they engage with you. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here. You'll just need to evaluate this for yourself, but my guess is what you're doing is you're enabling them in some of these behaviors. For instance, if they come to you every time they have a problem or every time they have a disagreement with another staff person, it's likely that you're either fixing that, you're trying to make them feel better about it, something like that, which is always the worst thing to do. So here's what you do. Number one, make sure you have clear operating understandings of what each one does in each department. The second thing that you do is make sure you have clear rules of engagement relative to how we do three things in this department or company: how we solve problems, how we communicate, and how we relate to each other. And then the third thing that you do is you, as their leader, have to set very clear expectations about your relationship with them. That is what they can expect from you and what they should determine to come with you with or not. So if it's a crisis, obviously you need to come to them. If it's not a crisis, they need to come to you. Obviously, if it's not a crisis, they don't. So clear rules of engagement, clear operating instructions in terms of what are the issues that you want brought to you and which ones don't. And then the final thing that I would also do is set up a situation so that you get them continual training on the behaviors that you expect. My guess is, if you're like most people, if you selected these people, you moved them into this role because of their technical goodness. They were in a job where they did well, and so you promoted them. But the behaviors are completely different to be a leader than they are to be a good technician, whatever that was. So make sure you set expectations, rules of engagement, get them the appropriate training, and don't tolerate drama. Thanks. See you next time. Take care.